You are surrounded by people. You have been for years, and you have never felt more alone in your life. You answer the message. You smile. But something inside you is slowly fading. Like a light nobody thought to check on. You laugh at the right moment. You say the right things. But the laugh is hollow. And somewhere beneath the performance, the real you is completely silent. You sit next to people every single day, close enough to touch, but nobody actually reaches you. And after a while, you stop reaching back. You learned which version of yourself people could tolerate, so you try them on, one by one, until you forgot which one was real. And slowly, without even noticing, you started shrinking, making yourself smaller, taking up less space, until one day you looked around and realized you had almost disappeared. You perform perfectly. You show up. You function. But your shadow tells the truth. Behind the spotlight, there is someone exhausted. Someone who has been performing for so long, they forgot what rest feels like. The mask does not feel like a mask anymore. It feels like skin. And the terrifying part, you cannot remember exactly when that happened. One conversation stays with you for days, playing on repeat. Most people forgot it the moment it ended. You are still inside it. You notice your friend laughing too loudly. You see the pain behind it instantly. Nobody else in the room sees anything, but you see everything. You feel it all. Every shift, every silence, every unspoken thing. Hundreds of emotional waves hitting you at once. And you absorb every single one without making a sound. Because the real you, the blazing, feeling, infinite you, is hidden inside. Locked away behind a shell that learned to look acceptable. So you scroll longer at night. Not because you are bored. Because the silence asks questions you are not ready to answer. You sleep later. And later. And the later you sleep, the more hollow the mornings become. You laugh less. Not all at once. Slowly. Until one day the laugh barely moves your face. And you wonder when that happened. You are living in your own life like a guest. No key. No belonging. Looking around at everything that is supposed to be yours, and feeling none of it. And the grief of that is the quietest grief there is. No tears anyone can see. Just weight. Invisible. Constant. Pressing down on someone still pretending to be fine. Frida Kahlo painted her inner world because language could not hold it. Not for applause. Not for validation. Simply to survive. Simply to say, I am real. I exist. Even if nobody looks. And then the crack appeared. Right in the center of the chest. And light started pouring out. Not despite the wound. Through it. The broken place became the brightest place. Like the moon. Showing one face to the world. The other side, dark. Hidden. Never seen. But completely real. Completely whole. Existing whether anyone looks or not. And then, something shifted. You stopped editing. Just for a moment. You let one real emotion float upward without pushing it back down. And it did not destroy you. It just existed. And that was enough. You stopped shrinking. Mid-shrink, you caught yourself. And for the first time, you chose to stay at full height. To take up the space you were always allowed to take. The real version of you stepped forward. The performed version stepped back. And standing there, unedited, you felt something you had not felt in years. Real. You existed privately as yourself. No audience. No performance. No version crafted for someone else's comfort. Just you. Fully. Quietly. Finally. You burned. Like a star that stopped negotiating its light. Stopped asking the darkness for permission. Simply burned, at exactly the temperature you were built for. The hidden self finally had space. Room to expand. Room to exist beyond the compressed acceptable shape you had forced it into for so long. And then you opened the door. The one labeled home. And on the other side, your real self was waiting. It had been waiting a very long time. You met yourself. For the first time. Two versions standing face to face. The performed one. The real one. And the real one, finally seen, did not look broken at all. You stood fully as yourself. No mask. No editing. No shrinking. Whole. Present. Exactly as you always were, beneath everything you were taught to hide. And you came home. Arms wrapped around yourself. Eyes closed. Finally safe. Finally here. The deepest loneliness was never the absence of people. It was the absence of you. And you just found your way back.